You're right on Life in the Philippines, love chain nation, BobbieD and Lucy. One nation under rule, one love.
Hello, my friend. This is BobbieD coming to you live from Philippine, Philippines. I'm having an awesome time in the Philippines today. Hope you are as well. We're from today. I'm going to talk to you about life in the Philippines breaking news. The R. Kelly trial. Convicted on all counts. Bad man. Please. Yeah. Life in the Philippines. The R. Kelly trial. Breaking news. Convicted all counts. Bad man. In the Philippines. Yeah. Woo, what a joy. Such a joy to come back to you. And I don't want to say those here for the first time. If you would, please click on the subscribe button and the bell notification icon so you can tune super fresh new Philippine videos, motivational videos, and worldwide videos. Now, when you talk about stars, megastars, and you talk about popular R&B singers, R. Kelly was a man. Tell him he had awards and accolades. Some of the best songs in this world today have been coming from this guy. You know, I Believe I Can Fly. You know, that's just one of them. That's one of his biggest hits. And then he sang that song, the Whitney Houston song. He wrote that song, that famous song, Whitney Houston sang before he passed away. And you know, I could go on and on and on. R. Kelly is a veritable genius musically, right? But there's a strange thing about him. The guy cannot even read that well. Huh? Got a 6K reading level. It's amazing how he can produce these outstanding songs and outstanding records and labels and albums, and he can't hardly read. I'm gonna tell you something. There's one thing that he's very, very good at, other than music. What is that about you? What you talking about? What you mean? I'm gonna tell you, man, chill. It's being a sexual predator. Yeah, you heard me. Like little girls and little boys. Can't keep his hands off them. Yeah. And this is proof positive. He's a convict, okay? Yeah. As of Monday, he's a convict. You hear me? Yeah. Convicted predator. And he'll always go down in the annals of history, in the annals of time, as being a convicted predator. He specializes in getting young girls, little boys, taking advantage of their youth and robbing them of their life. Okay? So I like R. Kelly musically, but the other side I just talked about, I despise him. And as far as I'm concerned, R. Kelly, you deserve what you get. Okay? Justice has been served, brother. Yeah, you mess with them little boys and little girls. Now see what's gonna happen to you when you get up in the jail cell. Okay? All right, Kelly. All right, I'm gonna talk to you about that. And before we get any further, let's go ahead and talk about our last live stream broadcast. When we talked on StreamYard, I gave you one yesterday. Very quick prelude to this video for today. I gave you a prelude. I talked about the man, good woman, bad man connection. If you looked at that video, I'm sure you were enlightened. We're going to continue that theme today. I'm not going to be heavy on it because I'm going to run through this. I have a conflict because I don't like what he did to the kids, but I like his music. Okay, some of the music. I don't know. Some of his music is very, very outstanding. He's a music, like I said before, he's a musical genius, but he's a very despicable character. So I'm just going to highlight I'm not going to highlight all the details and stuff, but I'm going to let you know the things I'm interested in. Then I'm going to bring it down to how women and men relate to each other. Okay? So let's take a look at what we talked about on the last live stream as we went through StreamYard. We talked about this right here. It's a very interesting topic. Very interesting topic. Talk about this right here. China, man. Yeah. See the little boy right there? GMP in the background sniggering. You're like, no more said, what you laugh for, GMP? I can't do my homework. Nothing took my tool away from me. He expect me to do this homework on this book. I need my iPad. Little boy pissed off here, and GMP up there too, sniggering in the background. He took away tutoring from all the Chinese kids, from overseas tutors. And now he has put a lot of people out of business, not only individual tutors, but companies, large companies, man. They're scrambling now. They're trying to find another way because for years and years and years, that was the way they made their money. Chinese, Japanese, Korean, they like to know English. And they want it from the original English speakers. Who better than that? Than Americans, right? And English speakers. So Jinping said, yeah, okay. I see they making money off my people. I'm gonna cut that off. America think they slick. They're trying to make money off my people doing tutoring. I'm gonna cut it off. And that's what he did. So we got people that were affected, even on this show, and they're gonna have to find some other ways. That's all there's to it. But you know what, man? Whenever one door closes for you, another one always opens. You know what I'm saying? If you remain optimistic and not pessimistic, things will work out. You know, I've been in a situation where, man, I've been between a rock and a hard. I had nothing. Next thing I know, I got a check in the mailbox. I call it mailbox blessing. The Lord blessed me money. I mean, it came from nowhere, and I got through my situation. And that happened time and time again. You know, so I firmly believe when you trust in the Lord with all your heart and you lean not into your own understanding, the Lord will bless you. Okay, He will bless you because you trusted in Him, not on me, not on you're not relying on your mentality. You're not relying on your little self, but you rely on the Most High God. And when you rely on Him, when you put your whole life in His hand, in the palm of His hand, He gonna take care of you. I just have to tell you that. For those of you that are depressed right now, those of you that don't have enough money in your income and your money coming in, those of you that have lost some money, or you angry about some God, turn it over to Jesus. See when He make it all right for you. See, Bobby, when you can talk to Jesus, because that's who I am. I'm His child, and when I love my Father, I got to speak about His goodness. Okay, don't get mad at me. They get the Bible and pull it out, start reading. See, won't you get blessed? Let's go, man. All right. Yeah, but we talked about it. We had a great time talking about that show about China and how China is doing. And that's not the only thing China is banning, okay? That by far, that's not the only thing. And I'll bring some more stuff on China because I study China a lot. You know, I always think that you should be aware of what's going on globally. Okay, y'all know what's going on in USA. But what about, and some of you know what's going on in the Philippines. Well, what about in China? What about Taiwan? Well, you know, other parts of the world, man. You know, we have to be interconnected. We need to know what's going on everywhere. Read global news, world news, local news. And so I'm always informed. I try to stay informed what's going on. And you should as well. All right. Thumbnail for the day. Let's go. I can find it. Okay, hold on. Here we go. This is thumbnail for the day, ladies and gentlemen. Breaking news. R. Kelly afflicted and convicted. Yeah, he's afflicted, all right. He got a perverted mind sexually. Like little boys and little girls. Yeah, I always remember he was dating Aaliyah at the age of 13, messing around with her. He ought to be ashamed of himself. Grown man. Robbing a cradle. Messing with somebody's child. Yeah, you get what you deserve, buddy. And you said, Bobby, why you judging him? I ain't judging him. I'm just telling you what the facts say. I'm telling you what they said in court. He was convicted by a preponderance of the evidence on all counts. So I'm basically echoing what the courts have already said. He's guilty as charged. Okay? So don't come at me, Bobby, you ain't right, man. You know they're framed. No, there ain't no frame, nothing in there. He did that stuff, and they proved it in court. Okay? A panel jury of his peers would judge him based on the preponderance of the evidence. Okay? And the evidence was overwhelming. R. Kelly molested, sexually abused, whatever you want to call it, little boys and little girls for years. Okay? over a 20-year period. Remember before he was up on charges with some little, we had some little girl. Oh, I ain't gonna discuss what they were doing, but he got off of that one because they couldn't prove that was him in the tape on the video. So he got off, and then as soon as he got off, he went right back doing the same old perverted sexual stuff to people. He should be ashamed of himself, using his notoriety and his fame and his montage to take advantage of our youth. That's a shame, and I'm glad that he is behind bars. Okay, you somebody, you cold right there. You cold, yeah, I'm cold right there. You mess with somebody child. We should all be cold like that on the one that did it. Okay, because it's not right. Think about it if it's your little girl, your little boy, and he done mess with him. Huh? Think about that. So don't talk to me. He call you. Yeah, I'm gonna say all I want about R. Kelly. You're not gonna say it. You just be judging him. I'm not judging him. I'm not. Jury of his peers judged him and they found him guilty. So I'm going based on the report. He's a guilty felon. Okay, convict. Okay, perverted-minded convict. That is his fate in life. Unfortunately, I didn't cause him to do it. He did it on his own. That's though he got to pay the price, baby. Yet every day for the next umpteen years, he's gonna be paying the price and think about what he did. Okay? Now let's go ahead and get this program started. All right, thumbnail for the day one more time. On Hocus Pocus, just Falcus. Just see him right there with his bad self, going on the orange jumpsuit. Yeah, that's him. Here we go. No Hocus Pocus, just focus. Okay, focus today. Okay? We'll talk about R. Kelly, the R&B star, convict. He's a convict now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's a convict. One of the worst convicts you can be. Child predator, okay? Sexual predator. And they don't like them kind of people in jail. You know, he was in the county jail. Now he's gonna go to the big pen. He's gonna find out. He really gonna be singing when you get to. Come on, I'm sorry, y'all. He gonna be singing. I wish I could fly. I wish I could fly to the jail cell. I'm sorry, y'all. I couldn't resist it. All right. So we're talking about R&B, R. Kelly, convicted, and then we're going to take a look at the Good Woman, Bad Madman connection. I talked about it a little bit yesterday. And, we'll get into that. I'm going to show you some things that you might not believe, but the science is there. The evidence is there. And when I show you what the evidence points to, it might click to some of you. And then again, some of you might not even still get it. But the evidence is clear about what I'm going to tell you later on. All right. So every girl wants a bad boy who is good only for her deep. Every girl wants a bad boy who is good only for her deep inside. Yeah. And I'm going to show you why that's true. Because there's a science that backs it up. Women have a tendency, and you probably, if you've been in this as long as I have, you probably seen it over and over. Women, okay, females, have a tendency to be attracted to who? Bad boy, what you gonna do? Yeah, when they come for you, yeah, they just want to be attracted. They just like bad boys. And I'm gonna give you the science behind it. It's a scientific truth. Why it's what's happening. I'm gonna give you the basic guide as we continue this program today. And then we're gonna ride the train. We won't be long. Hey, we won't be long at all, man. I respect your time. See how I got through that opening and I'm ready to jump into this? We're going to jump off into it, man, real quick. Let's go. All right. So number one is what? R&B star R. Kelly, convicted. He was convicted. And not only was he convicted, but I would venture to say, ladies and gentlemen, he's afflicted. Afflicted by what you mean afflicted? Yeah, he's afflicted, man. With an interminable disease. Sexual predator, child molester. That's what he's afflicted with. He said, well, Bobby, if you think that's a disease, why are you talking like that? Because it may be a disease, it may not be, I don't know. But he needs to get some help. He knew how he was, and he had the money to get help. But he chose to do the extreme opposite of getting help by getting more involved with that craziness. Okay? So I have no pity on R. Kelly. Sorry. I told you I like some of his songs. That's it. The man is a pervert. And I have no use for sexual deviant personalities in my life, and neither should you, unless you want to. No, I know you. Get there. I don't go. So number one is what? right, let's go. Here we go. So here we go. R. Kelly, right? You got R. Kelly, star, singing. He was convicted, and I'm sorry, I got this one right. Okay, R. Kelly was convicted, R&B star, of sexual trafficking, and he was convicted on 2 counts. Okay, one count was racketeering, which just gives him up to 20 years. Each count could give him up to 20 years. He's only got 1 count on that, so that itself could give him up to 20 years. Okay, and then he was convicted on 8 counts. Did you hear me out? 8 counts of the Mann Act. And each count for the Mann Act can be up to 10 years each. Okay? So there's no telling how much time he get. I can tell you this. When they get through with him, he's going to be in jail for a long time. He may never see daylight again because they got so many years. And I don't think the judge is going to be light on him. You know why? Because they were light on him the last time he was in court for the same thing. And they let him go. Now he needs to be made an example of. For all the other sexual predators that are celebrity stars out there molesting little boys and little girls, they need to make an example of R. Kelly, so the people that's still doing it under closed doors will be aware that's what's gonna happen if you expose. So yeah, I think you're gonna get some time now. There ain't gonna be no lifetime. This he may be behind bars for all life. And it's a good part about that and the bad part. The good part is he has all the time in the world to think of his songs. And I'm not being facetious. You'll have plenty of time to sit and think of songs, and you can send those songs out in the world, and we still can listen to them. That will give him, that's probably his best bet to live a productive life from this point forward, because he's going to be behind bars, steel bars, for a long, long time. Okay, and I don't take joy in saying that. I really don't, because I think that he's a very, very gifted man musically, and for him to be gifted musically and psychologically bent sexually, it's a mismatch. And someone down the line in his life saw that, I guess, that perversion in him and did nothing to help him. So in a way, he is a victim of society. But he's a grown man. He got to pay the price for his stuff. Okay? Yeah. If I went out there and did the stuff he did, you need to do the same thing for me. Put me behind bars. Okay? No mercy. No mercy when you deal with somebody's child. No mercy for you. No mercy for you. Give him the fullest extent of the law. Put him behind bars. Put him behind bars and let him stay there until he changes. And it don't look like he's going to change his ways no time soon. All right? So, yeah, he was convicted. 2 counts. Racketeering. And actually 9 counts. He was convicted from 2 different things. 1 count of racketeering and 8 counts of the Mann Act. Okay, what is the Mann Act about? Y'all know what racketeering is, right? When you conspire and you try to have people take people over the line, county lines, state lines, and doing stuff, and you got a bunch of people helping you. It's racketeering. He had a racket. He had a lot of this entourage going out finding little boys and little girls, 12, 13, and getting them say, "You want me to R. Kelly? He'd like to meet you." And so that's racketeering. And the Mann Act is an act where they go after people that take children and youth over the line, state lines, from one place. And he was transporting children all over, just sex trafficking, transporting girls, women, children. Not only was girls, little children, but it was big adults too. He was doing some of everything. That man had some issues, man. I didn't know he was like that. When I first started hearing about this was back in the day when I think he was dealing with Aaliyah, and he married her. I think he married her. Aaliyah was like a 13 or 14. Anyway, he married a girl. And his parents got him annulment right after that when they found out about it. So then it was saying he was doing something. I didn't believe it then. I really did. I thought they just had him crazy stuff, because I liked his music too much. And then I began hearing rumors. That's something right with this guy. So yeah, people like that, the dirt and the dark and the dastardly things they do will always come to the light. Okay, remember that. Whatever people do in the dark will always show up in the light sooner or later. Okay, everything is revealed. The truth always comes out in the end. It may not seem like it's going to happen, but it will happen. Maybe not in your time, but in somebody's lifetime, the truth is going to be revealed. And this lifetime is revealed. All of those people he put his hands on, now they're rejoicing. Okay, they were crying when you touched them, and now they should be shouting hallelujah because he get some time. You know, you pay for what you do in this life, and a lot of people have not paid their dues yet. I can talk about some other people. I don't want to mention names, because if I say a name, y'all might hang up on. I know some of y'all like orange man out there. I know you ain't gonna tell. I know. All right, let's go. So yeah, that's what happened to him. He got convicted, and he 8 counts means that he's gonna get 8 times 10 is 80, right? 80. He gonna be in jail for a long time. Okay, a long time. A woman has to go to love. A woman has to go love a bad boy at least once in her life to be thankful for a good one. That's what he said. You know, all women need to have a bad boy at least one time in their life, and that way they can appreciate a good man. And I'm gonna show you what the rest of the thing. We're gonna talk about the man, the good woman, bad man connection. Because a lot of it, truth be told, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of these little girls, little boys, he got. Most of the girls, they was attracted to R. Kelly because he's a star. You know, he's an R&B megastar. You know, the guy's got a lot of awards and stuff, and people are attracted to people that have notoriety and fame and fortune. And so he had all the things to attract little children and bigger, older adults to them. Okay, and as people, it was easy to. Sorry, my light down. Sorry. But it was easy to recruit him because of his notoriety and his status. Okay, so that's why he's got 8 counts convicted on the Mann Act. Okay, transporting boys and children and girls all over the states in his planes, and then he's gonna lie on the court. So, you know, that's what the judge said. This lawyer said, well, you know, that they just wanted to be friends. Right. he was a friendly guy and he wanted to travel, have his people come all over the world home and nothing. Right. Come on, man. Ain't nobody stupid. R. Kelly is the only one that's stupid of it. And you see what happens to stupid people, right? When stupid people do stupid things, they get the time for it. And I'm so happy that he's gonna get some time, okay? Behind them steel doors. Okay? Right. Let's go. All right, so he was guilty, man. You know, study shows that 1 in 4 black girls are sexually abused before the age of 18. Okay, and now you see why. When people like this are lurking behind the scenes, making it like they're good, but they're actually bad. Wolves in sheep clothing, luring little girls and boys into their lair so they can do what they want to them. You know? And then they're gonna try to justify so well, they did it by their free will. I didn't ask them. They wanted to. No, whether they wanted to do or not. Who was the adult in the office? Who's the adult? You the adult. You're supposed to know better. Okay. So R. Kelly, have no mercy for you. Good riddance. Hope you get what you deserve, and I hope that the jail people, like your boys in jail, let you know that you need to get what you deserve. Okay. I don't want nothing bad to happen to you, man. But you need to own up to what you did, and then start singing something, confession songs. Because you did wrong, man, and you need to pay the price. Okay, so that's it about R. Kelly. So we'll talk real quick about this connection. I told you about how some women, good women, are always attracted to bad men, and I'm assuming that in R. Kelly's case, there were not all those people were forced to do these things. I'm telling you, that's just the truth. I mean, maybe the majority of them, he forced them to do this, forced them that. But there's some of them that will willingly wanted to do that. Okay, that's just the nature of the beast. That's just the way the nature of women are. They are attracted. Many women are attracted to who? Bad men. I talked to you about this yesterday. They're attracted to a sexual swagger. They're attracted to a sexual nature. They're attracted to things that being a bad boy, the personality traits of a bad boy. What are the personality? They're rebellious. Mm-hmm. They have no respect for authority. And sometimes women are attracted to that. And I told you yesterday, a lot of women don't want a good man. So all a good man can do for me is get paid my bills. No, that's it. When it comes to the bedroom, they want a bad boy. Because they believe that bad boys can put it down. They can lay it down, you know? And the good boys can't. You know, that's not necessarily true. But that is the mentality of many, many women. Believe it or not, Philippines too. The better in the bedroom, okay? I'm telling you, man. But the better, the worse when it comes to paying your bills or going on somebody's job. They want the good man. They want their cake and eat it too. A lot of them like that, okay? And I'm going to tell you, there's science behind it, backs up what I'm saying. And I'm going to go over that with you real quick. there's a science that talks about Dr. Marty Hasselton of the UCLA psychology department has found that there is a biological connection between a woman wanting a man that has the connotation of being a bad man. You know what? Especially around when they're ovulating. What you mean ovulate by? You mean oval? No, I said ovulate. Did you hear me? I'm saying it. Ovulation. You know what I mean, right? I'm gonna tell you. Can you say it with me? Ovulation. Ovulation. Four-letter word. Four syllables. That means when a woman, body's releasing the egg, and the egg wants to be fertilized. That means the woman is fertile. She's able to conceive. And technically, scientifically, biologically, when a woman is able to conceive, she looks for the most compelling person that would call a fit. That she would like her offspring to be like. And those women want what? Alpha males. Bad boys. Are you with me so far, JP? Bad boys, by far, most of them are what? Alpha male. Mommy, what's an alpha male? I don't know what you're talking about the alphabet. You talking about alphabet? Hey, man, I ain't talking about alpha. Look here, man. Alpha. Alpha, you know, alpha is the first letter, right? Beginning. Alpha. Alpha and omega, beginning and end. Alpha, the strongest man, the one at the top, the one, the point man, the one at the honcho. That's what the women want. And usually the honcho, they just don't want an alpha male. They want a badass. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. They want a bad man, okay? A bad alpha man, you know? Strong and the nasty and the mean, and that's what they want. And that's what attracts women. That is according to Dr. Marty Hasselton, okay, of UCLA School of Psychology, okay? So there is a connection, and it's a strong connection, ladies and gentlemen. And so we can't deny it, but we can deal with it, you know what I'm saying? And how do women deal with it? They have to know what their urges are, you know? When it comes to that time of the month. And when it comes to ovulating, those hormones come out and they're raging. And women, we are somewhat just like animals. Women are looking for somebody to smash that, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And that's just the truth. I know I'm trying not to be vulgar about this, but sometimes you just gotta say it like people can get it. Okay? Women are looking when those hormones are raging, especially younger people, they don't understand what's going on, but they can feel it. And people like R. Kelly take advantage of that. They like, okay, I do this, I don't have money back, and then next thing you know, they all messed up. Now, does that excuse perverts like R. Kelly from their crimes? No, it doesn't excuse what they did. They did wrong. They took advantage of an unwilling, unintelligent younger person. That is wrong. That's why he's getting some time today for his dastardly acts. Okay? Now, hormones are a driving force in a woman's body, especially when she's ovulating. Okay? When women that are ovulating are drawn sexually to a sexually attracted man. Okay? It's just, you don't believe me? Go look it up. When a woman is ovulating, hormones are raging. You ever had a woman that's ovulating? They put her in the bedroom. But most of them are attracted to people that are bad. They want the swagger. They want the man, the alpha man that's just against authority, rebellious. That's just a part of a woman's nature when they're ovulating. They want the strongest alpha male they can get. But sometimes they don't have them around. They got to settle for you. That's all I got. Come on here, boy. Come on here. Come on, deal. Let's go. I'm sorry, y'all. I tell you, I'll have some fun with it. But yeah, alpha males, women, a lot of them when they're ovulating, they're sexually attracted to alpha males, okay? And they want the mate with specific features. You know, they want the mate that is drawn to them, that they have the specific features that they like, okay? And they want because when you hook up with a person that has specific features that you like, that means that your offspring will be similar to them. So, okay? So women are drawn to people that are bad boys, especially during ovulation, okay? Understand, because the hormones that are raging in their bodies, okay? That's just a scientific biological fact, okay? During their fertile days, they want to mate, and they want to mate with an alpha male, not just a regular male. They try to find the most toughest, roughneck they can find. That's just the way it is. You know? Haven't you ever dated a woman and she said, you said, well, can we do some things, please? No. I said, what you mean no? I took you out, went to the movie, get you dinner, you don't want to do nothing. Nah, you're not my type. What you mean you're not my type? You should have told me that before I spent all that money on me. You know, now, but you know, they put you in the friend zone, man. Yeah. They put you in the friend zone because you don't have what they want from you. They don't have what they need from you. You don't have that alpha male attitude. You don't have that swagger. You don't have that sex appeal. You don't have that natural sexuality and sensuality that they need to fulfill their needs. Women control when it comes to ovulation and when it comes to satisfying their need. They want the right type, baby. And you, Mr. Goody Two Shoes, you, Mr. Choir Boy, are not it. They seek after the sexual strongest men, and that's usually the bad men. They seek after the people that rebel against authority. They seek after people that only want to do the bad stuff in the bedroom. Okay, that's just the way it is. You know? And there are some now, not all women. Most women fight the urges. Some women don't. They just go along with the flow. You know, and so what happens is bad boys attract good women. And what in R. Kelly's play, in R. Kelly's position, he attracted them and he turned them out night and day. Did whatever he wanted to them. And some of the women became bad girls, you know? And some of the women became very depressed. So he messed up a lot of people, man. He knew what he was doing. He messed people up on purpose. And there is no excuse for what he did. He should be behind bars as long as the law would allow him to be. If you want further information on this relationship, this correlation, I would advise you to check with Dr. Marty Hasselton, Hasselton, UCLA in the Department of Psychology. Okay, it is a known fact. It has been documented and documented. Are you with me, G? So I'm talking to you alpha males out there right now. Okay, every last one of you out there right now. Don't mess around with these ladies and these good girls and make bad girls out of them. Okay, you don't have the right for that. If you want to play with them, but let them go. Okay. In fact, furthermore, if they're underage, don't touch it because you will wind up just like R. Kelly, believing that you can fly out of jail and you cannot fly out of jail. Okay, believing you can touch the sky and you cannot touch the sky out of jail. R. Kelly, I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry that you're in jail, but I'm glad you can't hurt no other body, no little son or no little daughter. No. You are where you should be. Society has done the right thing in this case, ladies and gentlemen, and you should all be rejoicing along with me. Okay, R. Kelly is a genius musically. Other than that, he's a scumbag, and I'm glad he's gone in the jail cell. Okay, that's it, man. That's all I got. That's all I got for you. I want you to know that women are drawn through ovulation. They're drawn to alpha males, and the alpha males are normally bad attitude, bad walking, talking. It's a swagger that they have. You know, those of you that went to high school, you know that when women they see the guys that's bad and guys that's tough, that's who they want. You the Mr. Goody Two Shoes, the choir boy, they don't want you. You can't get a word in edgewise. They always want the tough and the rough, the alpha males. Okay, so it is. You gotta understand. Some of these people that got involved with R. Kelly, they did it because they wanted to. Okay, it wasn't. He didn't get all of them in there like that, but he did a lot. Most of them he did, but some of them did what they did because they wanted a piece of the fame, a piece of the notoriety, and that's what they got. Okay, so R. Kelly deserves what he got. He's gonna be going with it for a long time. This will give him some time to reflect on what he did, and hopefully he can make some changes in jail and make amends for what he did. But people's lives were altered by the nasty, dirty, stinking things he did to them. You know, I always remember back in the 90s when they had that tape of the little girl he was doing. Oh man, I don't even talk about it, but people like that, I have no sympathy for, and they need to be gone. Okay, they need to be going to jail. Whatever the Lord tells them to do, it's designed for them to do it. To put them in jail, keep them there. You know? I said, man, all I got for you, man. I got to go, got to go, we got to go. All right, people get ready. Whether the train is coming, don't need no ticket. You just get on board. Or you needed love. Who say it again? Say sweet, sweet love. Don't need no ticket. Nah. You just get on board. Get on board. Y'all ready to ride the train today, man? Y'all ready to ride this train? This train is coming down the track, and we're going to ride it till the wheels fall off the track. Y'all with me, man? GP, are you with me? Let's go. I want to find out who's rubbing up, tough up, buffed up, and be the first man in there. Can I find out who is rough enough, who's tough enough, who's buffed up enough to be the first man in his house? I need to know. Can you tell me that? When I say toot toot, you say all aboard. Toot toot, toot toot. When I say all aboard, you say toot toot. All aboard, all aboard, all aboard. Let's go, man. Y'all ready? Come on, man. Get on the train. Let's ride down the track a little bit. You know, it's just me and you, right? Be like that, right? Like that? Yeah, let's go. I gotta find out who is rubbing up, talking up, buffed up, and be the first man in there. Hear that? I need to know. Inquire around one of them. Who that is said they're gonna beat them slings today? I know. I need to know. Excuse me, please. Copy. I have to tell you that. All right. Let me see. Who gonna find who? Today is what's the day? Wednesday. Hold on. That's another thing. When you move to the Philippines and you live on a day in and day out basis, you forget what day it is. You forget the time. You just don't keep up with stuff like that. But in the USA, I know the day, the time, everything. But here, I have to ask her, this day, what day is? She said, I don't know. That's all you do. You just get so carefree here. Today is Thursday. Okay. Thursday, and it's about 10:13 a.m. All right. We're going to find out who's rubbing up, talking up, buff up, and which means in there. Who that is? Okay, straight. That's me. Smooth sounds back on the track. Good to see, man. He's back on track, y'all. Number one in the hitter. He said, well, I'm here. Yeah, you here, man. I'm glad to see you here. I'm glad to see you because you know what? When you fail, don't mean you gotta stay down, right? You get back up. You ride the car. You fall off the car one time, get up again and start again. When I started riding a bicycle, I fell down. I'll tell you how many times I fell. But my brother taught me. He said, get back up, boy. Get up on that bike. And I had a 26-inch bike. I was a little, that's big, man. But I was on a big 26-inch bike. My feet could barely hit the pedal. And I couldn't sit on the seat and ride the bike because my feet weren't long enough. So I had to get off the seat and just push down and push me back up. And it took me a while to learn, but I learned, you know. But yeah, man, hey, whenever you fail at something, man, keep on. And I said, you did good. You told us you want to do 5, you did 4. You were successful at that. And we thank you. Thank you for being there, Smooth. We are here, man. You are here. And it's okay, man. As long as you keep on trying, you're still in the game. Don't get out the game, man. Stay in the game. You can't win it if you're not in it. Okay, man? Let's go. Y'all give me the props out there. Smooth sounds. Number one in the house today. Ride train, Bobby DC, One Nation. Go finger. What's up, go finger? Y'all ready, man? So I'm gonna say. See ya. Is it hello, Bobby D? What's up? Good to see you. Move, go in the house today. Cut in the house. Woo, what's up, honey, man? You all right, man? Hey, Murphy, so good to see you, man. I got to email you, man. They tell me some stuff about the package, man. But I need some kind of receipt. I don't know. I email you about FedEx, man. FedEx about FedEx is the tripping, man. But I email you. They sent me some stuff, but I got to fill out some kind of form about some kind of. I have an invoice. I said I ain't got no invoice. Anyway, I email you. Good to see you, man. Ryan Train, Bobby, who we got? Terry. Terry Fleming in the house. Rain Man in the house. Woo. Rain Man coming. Rain Man coming. Rain Man coming. Rain Man. What's up, Rain Man? How you doing, man? He said, toot. Toot, right back at your brother. So good to see you. Hey, man, thanks so much for the donation to the nation, man. Terry Fleming, you are a blessing to me and Lisa D and the show. And we're so glad. Oh, I forgot about it. See there? See there? Lisa D, you missed your calling. You just not catching up with your calling. I see you let me slide. Murphy, I got to go back now. I got to go back. Murphy Hayes, these deep busted in here and said, number 2, you're going to do. And that's for you. Sorry about that, man. You know I got to do. All right. Smooth sounds. We got to do a song. We got to do a damn smooth sound. Round train, Bobby DC, One Nation. On the groove. Who we got today? Sounds? No, Terry Flynn. Let do deaf Terry Flynn. Round train, Bobby DC.
Terry, for the donation.
This dude, you up there talking. I'm trying to find a song. You mix me up. Okay, we got to dance right here. Let's go.
The hardest working man in the business. I feel good.
Thank you so much, Rain Man, for the donation to the nation. More blessings.
Much
Thank
love.
you so much, brother. Let's go. Round train, Bobby Easy, One Nation, on the groove. Congratulations, Smooth Sound, number 1 in the house. Congratulations, Murphy Hayes, number 2. And congratulations, Rain Man coming. Put a donation to the nation. Let's go. All right, I forgot where it was. Round train, Bobby DC, One Nation, on the groove. Who we got? James, really go. What's up, James? How you doing, brother? So good to see. What's up, love? Hey, man, we doing good, man. Better than we were since we seen you, man. You all right? Out there in Chi-Town, making it rain, making it trying to be like Terry Fleming. I know you are. Man. Hey, James, you're gonna be all right, man. You're doing the right thing. James is getting some other thing going on. He's all right, man. He said, ain't nothing gonna keep me down, man. No, nothing keeps the good man down. You know what I'm saying? But the bad man, when they get you in jail, they gonna keep you down to the ground. Let's go. R. Kelly, I believe I can fly. He gonna be saying that all the time he in jail. Let's go. Run track, Bobby Nisi, One Nation.
Coffee, we need some coffee, BobbieD. Hello, maayong buntag, hapon, gabi. Kamusta ka in Cebu, Philippines?
Thank you so much, Nurse Mike. Okay, Rocco, brother. Okay, Rocco, brother. I'm all right, and you? So glad to see you. Round train, Bobby Nisi, One Nation, Terry Fleming. You said, dang, so Murphy, you got me. Murphy got you, man. He got your number 2 spot. Let's go, round train, Bobby Nisi, One Nation. Who we got?
Terry Fleming.
What's up, Terry? He said, congrats, Sir Smooth Sound and Sir Murphy. Hey, Smooth Sound ain't playing, man. He got the right mentality. He getting stronger, he getting longer, and he's getting determined to be where he wants to be and to do what he wants to do. Ain't nothing gonna stop him, man, but himself. And I'm here to help him keep on moving up higher and higher. Let's go, round train, Bobby Lisi. Wonder who we got?
Murphy Hayes. Congratulations, bros. Warriors are smooth.
Smooth Sound, you did it, man, and everybody wants.
Bros?
Go back up. I don't think so.
No.
Not yet.
I don't know.
He's not a bronze yet. Let's go, round train, Bobby Lisi, One Nation. Who we got? Terry Fleming, what's up, Terry? He said, hello, Sir Michael. What's up, Michael? Coffee? Need some coffee? Round train, Bobby Lisi, One Nation. Murphy Hayes, he said, thanks. Hello, Rain Man. What's up, Rain Man? You all right, man? So good to see you in the house today with us, man. Friday train, smooth. He said, R. Kelly. I still say some of those girls were lying. R. Kelly should have disappeared for a while. Took time to defeat his demon. I agree, he had a lot of demons. He still has. I think you're right to some degree about the girls. Some of them were maybe telling them tales. They just didn't want to be embarrassed. That people know they were that freaky and doing stuff with him. But majority of those women were not lying. Maybe a few of them were, but because they were embarrassed to let people know that they was hooked up in the R. Kelly's thing, So it's sad that lives have been altered, and one person did it willingly, knowingly, changed people's lives. That means he had some issues going on in his life, and it's you just look at how could somebody that talented be so perverted. I just can't. Hard for me to imagine. I think of a person that's got genius musically. He's a musical genius, and yet he's just perverted sexually. I have a hard time dealing with that. But that's life, man. Things that don't make sense. They don't make sense, but they happen, and you got to deal with it. Let's go round train by releasing One Nation. Who we got?
Michael Coffee, Terry, hello. God bless you. Keep the faith from Nurse Mom.
Thanks so much, Nurse Mine. Round train by releasing One Nation.
Terry Fleming, R. Kelly is going to have a very bad time in person. Hope you put Matt Gibb.
Matt Gates and R. Kelly
in the same cell together.
I hope that happens because Matt Gates is a predator as well. Now, y'all know who Matt Gates is. He's a senator from Florida. I think he's a senator, congressman. He's a congressman from Florida, and he's accused of molesting some children as well, underage children. And the FBI is investigating him right now. And Matt Gates is one of Orange Man's best friends.
So he's in jail now?
Who?
Matt Gates?
No, he's not in jail. He said whenever they get through with his trial and investigating, that's what he's probably going to be in jail. So that's what they may be cellies. They call them cellies. They may be cellies, man. Cellmates. You don't know. Life has a strange way of, I guess, getting you back or showing you how you are. He wind up, Matt Gates and R. Kelly be fighting each other, but Matt Gates don't like that. And R. Kelly like, who you think you're talking? Let's go right to about you. Who we got?
Terry Fleming, top that thing, guys.
Everybody hit the like button. 1, 2, 3, chit-chit-pie-ya. 1, 2, 3, chit-chit-pie-ya. 1, 2, 3, chit-chit-pie-ya. Hit the like button, man. Come on, man. Let's hit the like button. That's the least you can do, right? Did I ask you for money, man? Huh? I ain't asked you for nothing. Please, man. Please, sir. Hit the like button. Don't take a one finger, 1 second. Let's go right to everybody. Easy one. Who we got?
SML.
What's up, SML? How you doing, brother? So good to see you. So good to see you. We got another family man in the house, y'all. YouTube family man. SML is a good family man, good train rider man. He's always up there showing us plays in the plays. And it's so good to see you, my guy. Right train by Easy One Nation. Who we got?
Jordan.
Yeah, he said, what up, family?
Morpheus. Gunny in the house.
Gunny in the house.
The guy got himself in that predicament and justice was served.
Yeah, nobody made him do what he did. Did somebody put a gun to his head and say, you made a molest these children or molest these women? And did somebody do that? Nah. Even, interviews were done when they had that special. I remember they had that special on TV, Surviving R. Kelly. Remember that? Interviews was done with his ex-wife, and she said he was something else. He did some perverted stuff for her, and she got sick of it. She let him go, and then he wouldn't even take care of his kids. Man, she was running around trying to get money. I think like 2 or 3 kids, and she wouldn't even pay for the kids. Man. All that money the guy had, she had to take him for child support. Yeah, R. Kelly should be shit, and you don't think he's broke because he's in jail. Don't think he's broke. He got money coming in from the royalties of his records. I Believe I Can Fly. What else he got? What other good song? Hey, y'all know all them good songs he got. Bump and Grind. Remember that? All them songs he got, he still get every time somebody play it, check over the mail to him. So don't feel sorry for he ain't got no money. He still got money. Let's go round train. Who we got?
Terry Fleming. Hello, sir. SML.
What's up, SML? You all right, man? So good to see you. Very hey, SML, what's up, man? You in the house today? Let's go. Round train, Bobby. SML said, I don't know how to hog tie some nobody. That's what he did to them girls. He hog tied some of them. And he would lock him in the room. Said, "Don't you come out this room, beat you, knock you, that." He said, "Yes, sir." I'm telling you, man. He did it, and then they couldn't go to the bathroom. And then you know what he did? He made all the girls call him what? Daddy. Daddy, can I go to the bathroom? All kind of crazy stuff, man. What was going on in that man's mind? What was going on in his psyche? Is he psychic or psychological? What's the problem with him? Somebody need to do some tests on him while he's in jail to find out what's really going up in his head. Because when you do stuff like that, it's sometimes the screws are missing. And then when you do stuff like that, you got to trace things like that back to someone's childhood. Apparently he had a rough childhood for them to take out that stuff like that on people. It all goes back to your childhood and the incidents that happened to you. A lot of times that'll affect you when you do stuff like that. Let's go round train, Bobby Lisi, One Nation. Who we got?
SML. What's up, Morphe?
Round train, Bobby Lisi, One Nation, other. Woo.
Smooth. I still say R. Kelly case will be revisited. They will find flaws. He will get up.
Okay. So you're saying that R. Kelly uh, was his case was not handled properly, and that they may be flaws in the case. Okay. I've read some commentary that a lot of the evidence was overlooked. Excuse me. A lot of the testimony of the people that testified against the girls that testified against him, they were lying. The prosecutors, the defense attorney, rather, caught them in lies, and the jury overlooked it, and still believed what the children were saying. So there may be some upper court says we turn it down, but he's guess what? Even if he gets let's say he gets this overthrown or thrown out, there are a multitude of other cases coming up against him as well, okay? In other states all over. So when R. Kelly did his thing, he just didn't do it in one state. You know, he was multi-billionaire, traveling all over the world, singing the songs or whatever, and he was molesting the girls at the same time. So yeah, there's a lot of other states that are coming after him now. So he has to get ready for the next round as well. Let's go round train by releasing One Nation.
Perfect. Hey, he's doing great, sir. Hope you are as well.
Good to see you, round train by releasing One Nation.
Michael, coffee. We need some coffee. BobbieD, hi. R. Kelly was the man in R&B soul music back in the late 90s, early 2000.
Yeah, I like this. I like a lot of his songs. R. Kelly was he look at it like this. His voice was crap. Okay, I don't like his voice. He couldn't sing songs well, but he could write them good. Okay, and when you're dealing with women, you don't have to sing it well. They don't care about the notes. They care about the sound, the output. And he sang in a sexy tone. And that's what I told you, women are turned on by what? Sound, what they hear. Men are turned on by sight, what we see. So if you sing a song, I don't care, your voice might be like, whatever. But if you sing a song in a bad right sound, hey, they're gonna buy that record. So he right now to this day, ladies and gentlemen, R. Kelly still has a huge fan base. Okay. And most of those fan base are women. Okay. I told you at the top of the show that women are attracted to who? What? Bad boys. Okay? And R. Kelly is an alpha male bad boy. He fits the stereotype of a bad boy. He fits the stereotype of what women are attracted to, sexual swagger, and that's what he has with his overtones and so I don't know if you've heard any of his songs. Most of his songs are romantic, sexual swagger type songs, and women are attracted to them. Okay? And I told you, I showed you a link. I showed you a correlation between the biological status of females during the ovulation period, where their hormones cause them to seek out sexually heightened men in alpha male status. Okay, that's a biological truth. Okay? And so that's what happens. Women are drawn in that time of month when they get ovulating in their fertile. It's like a dog and a dog and they want to find the strongest, baddest man out there. And then whatever they do is what they do. But when after the ovulation is on, she looking for the quiet boy to pay her bills. Let's go. Ride train by and see who we got. Terry Fleming. He said, talking about money. My long fight has come to an end. Award letter is on. Yeah. Hallelujah. Thank you, Lord. Hey, man. Hey, I'm so glad to hear that. Y'all hear what he said? Terry Fleming has had like a 10-year fight to get his money, man. And he's going to get some back pay. You know what I mean? Because they should have awarded it when he initially filed. And they just messed him around. And thank goodness, Terry, you were persistent. You didn't let it go. You knew that you deserved it. And you knew you were worthy of it, and you hung in there, and God has blessed me. I'm so glad to hear that, man. I got to let Markel know, man. I'm telling you, man, his check is in the mail. Hey, man, that's good news, man. I always like to hear people get blessed like that. He got a check. He getting a great mailbox check. Mailbox blessing. Let's go. Thank you so much, Jerry, for sharing that with us. Ride the train, BobbieD, DC, One Nation. Who we got? Murphy Hayes. Just imagine the USA was like China, and Trump was a president for like, oh man. I'm gonna go there, Murphy. You messed my date up now. Oh Lord. Oh man. I would have to move. If I lived in America, I would get up out of there. Man. I'm serious. I wouldn't stay there. I would not stay there. I could take him maybe a year, 2, 3, 4 years. But anything over there, I'm like, nah, I can't do this. I'll be moving to Canada. Let's go round train, buddy. Who we got? Michael Coffin, Lisa. He said, Bobby, hello. R. Kelly's double CD album back in 1998-99 was on top of the charts. Home Alone featuring rapper Keith Murray went gold and was on top of the chart from the I told you, man, R. Kelly got a lot of hits out there, man. And he hasn't done a whole lot in the last, 10 years, 8 years or so, but he still has a lot of volumes of music out there, and people are listening to R. Kelly music every day. That's how popular the guy is, you know. And the sad part about it that with all of that talent he had, now it's gonna be going to waste, you know, because his first perversion, his sexual nature took control of him. And so it's important, ladies and gentlemen, we all have a desire for this and a desire for that, but we have to control those desires. All of their desires will control us, and that's what happened with R. Kelly. He allowed his sexual desires to control him, and now he's being controlled by the popo. Jail cell. Let go. Right, everybody needs what? Hey, man, so I'm telling you, man, we all want to get our jollies up. And everybody. I mean, we are sexual natured people. That's how we were designed to be. And the reason why we were designed to be that way is we have to do what? Be fruitful and do what? Multiply. We have to produce. So we're designed to have a sexual nature. But we're not designed to have sex with children. That's perverted. And so that's what's happening to him. He was convicted. He's a convict. And I'm saying, yeah, they might, if they overthrow his conviction, okay, that's fine. But he got 11 other conviction or court cases coming after him. So he gonna get his time. You know what I mean? Let's go round train by who we got. Very Fleming. He said, when you are pronounced guilty for what he was charged with, it's over. Appeals don't work for those people. I'm telling you, man, when they locked the drum on him, man, R. Kelly is a lot of people are hurting right now because they want him to get out. A lot of people, you'd be surprised. A lot of people love R. Kelly. They don't care what he did. They don't care if he really did it or he didn't do it. They don't care. It don't make a bit of difference to them. They just want to see him out and hear him sing a song and then and act sexy and swagger on stage and all that stuff he used to do. That's all they want. But that's wrong. He did crime to these children, to girls, and to men and boys. He need to pay the time. Okay? No, that's wrong, man. You can't overlook somebody wrong for just because you like they singing. That ain't right. Let's go. Round train, BobbieD. See one issue. Who we got?
Michael, coffee, we need some coffee, BobbieD. Hi, R. Kelly, all he had to do was concentrate on his music, but he let the drugs and sex take over his career in life. Nurse Mike.
Yeah, man. If you're doing good, R. Kelly had the world in his hands. He had everything he wanted available to him. Okay. He chose the bad route. He chose an evil route. Okay. He chose that. Nobody made him do that. He did it because he wanted to. Okay. And so I don't have no big sympathy for him. I'm sorry that he's in this position. But again, like Murphy said, he put his own self in there. Nobody forced him to do what he did to those children and the ladies and the boys he messed with. I didn't know about the boys. I read that he was messing with the boys too. And the girls. That's sick. That's sick, man. You don't be doing that kind of stuff. And he had all kind of money. He didn't have to pay for those children. He didn't have to pay. People would gave him. He just, oh man. R. Kelly, man, what's wrong with you, man? Get it right. Let's go around here. Who we got?
Murphy Hayes, his girlfriends are going to have to bake a cake with instructions on how to vanish into family.
They'll be crying. They're crying right now, man, because they missed their money. You know, they're missing R. Kelly's money. You know, R. Kelly had all of them. He had a big harem of women and a big penthouse. Trump is one of the Trump towers too, and they were living the life, man. All they had to do was call him daddy. Let's go right there about it. Easy, we got.
Michael Coffee, BobbieD, hello. He should laid low from the limelight music scene when he was busted for the sex Viewpoint tape back in 2006.
I agree. I talked to y'all about that tape. He had a tape with a little girl. It was him, but the tape was so cloudy and blurry that they really couldn't make it out. So because of the identification of him was doubtful, then they threw the case out. But I believe he did it, and the evidence wasn't clear. But in my mind, when I saw it, I think that was him. So, but you're right. He should, he was in the wrong track then. He should change his way. And they found out that he was messing with Aaliyah. He married Aaliyah. Aaliyah was underage, the singer that died. Y'all remember Aaliyah? Had a beautiful voice, beautiful young lady, and she got hooked up with him. And so yeah, he knew what he was doing. Let's go. Ryan Train, Bobby D, see One Nation. I got woo.
They're Fleming with R. Kelly. They will run all the changes concurrent. He'll do about 10 years.
I hope he do more than that. I'm sorry, man. I just hope he does more than 10 years. They probably they have the not even a bill. They have the capacity to concurrently run the sentences. True. Concurrently and put them all in one thing. Don't have this and this and this and this. Just have them all concurrent together. Wrap it up in one bundle. But I want the judge to give him at least 30 years or more. Yeah, at least 30 years. He's 54. He's 54 years old. 30 years. 30 years, he'll be 84, and maybe he can write some more songs. Then he can stop messing with these kids. Let's go round train, Bobby D, One Nation. Who we got?
Michael, call me BobbieD. Hello. He spent a lot of money on lawyers back then in 2006 to get him off back with then with no jail.
Yeah, I remember that time. Everybody was worried about R. Kelly gonna go to jail. And he got off. I don't know how he got off. He must have had some high price lawyers. They got him off. But this time, you know why they didn't get him off this time? You know what? Guess what? Me Too. Can you say Me Too? Me Too. The Me Too movement. They weren't playing. You think if they let R. Kelly off, man, it would have been some riots with them women, man. They ain't playing that stuff. Too many men are doing this secret stuff behind doors, messing with women. And women have been done like this for many, many, many years. Just abuse. And they suffer in silence. I showed you a graphic just a few minutes ago of the women, black children, 1 in 8 are molested, until before the age of 18. I told you that. And so it's being done a lot, but it's not being reported. And a lot of times, people that molest the children are people that they know. That's even sicker and worse. Let's go, Ryan Train, Bobby D, One Nation.
Murphy Hayes, but he is not the only one at fault. They knew what was going to be made them degrade themselves.
Yeah, it's hard when you have a successful singer, megastar, which he was, like that, and you have to show up and show that he did some bad things to people. I mean, it's hard, and you're on his payroll, right? And you're his producer or you're his PR man, and you got to go and say, well, he's arrested. He was messing with you. You don't want to turn him in, even if you see it, because your money's gonna be messed up too. Yeah, greed. But you have to realize that above all, it's important to do the right thing. He messed up a lot of these kids' lives. A lot of them right now waking up in nightmares because of the things he did to them sexually, and he abused. Not only did he abuse the people sexually, y'all, he abused them verbally, and mentally, emotionally, and it's hard to get over that kind of stuff when you was controlled by one individual 24 hours a day. You couldn't get out the room unless you asked permission. You couldn't go to the bathroom unless you asked permission. You couldn't eat that shit. I read one thing where he said if one of the girls looked at another man, she would get beat under punishment because her eyes connected to another man, and that was a donor. Crazy stuff. Let's go, Ryan Train. Who we got?
Joshua Moore.
What's up, Joshua? How you doing, brother? He said R. Kelly is done. I just don't understand how he could pee on it. How he could pee on a 60-year-old girl. I will always love his music no matter what, but still he deserves to be punished for it. Yeah, he deserves to be punished and punished mightily, okay, with the maximum force and effect of the law. Whatever the maximum time is, I think he should get it. The maximum time for the racketeering was what, 20 years? Anyway, the maximum time, one of them was 20 years, the other was 10. He should get at least 30 years, okay? He had 8 counts of the other one, whatever. He had 8 counts of the Man Act, right? So you have 8 times 10, 80 years by itself. So I say just concurrently give him 20 plus 10, 30 years, okay? So it's like give him 30 years, and then he might come out a new man. I don't know if he lived that long. When he 84 coming out of jail, man. He might get a good time off for good behavior, get a parole. You never know. But I think he needs to get some time, and maybe he will learn some things when he comes out of jail. Maybe he'll be a different person. You never know. Let's go round train, BobbieD, One Nation.
Terry Fleming, wealthy people have strange taste when it comes to sex.
Yeah, because they have all the money they could have, possibly earning 2 lifetimes. So they feel that they can do what they want to do, when they want to do it, why they want to do it, how they want, and nobody has say so about it. That's y'all remember Epstein, Jeffrey Epstein, remember him? Same mentality. I got the money. He did the same thing R. Kelly did. He flew the little girls all over the country to come see him, and I had an island. He was having a little girl come there, do what he wanted to. And then they say he had a Clinton down there. They say he had Trump down there with and then one of the kings in England, one of the princes, one of the princes was down there too. So people with money, they have this superiority complex that nobody can touch me. I have as much money and you can't touch me. But that's not true. Everybody is accountable to the law. Let's go round train, BobbieD, One Nation.
Michael Coffey, BobbieD High. He didn't learn his lesson. He just kept on going, doing the same thing, sleeping with young teenagers, girls ages 15 to 17. He was addicted to them.
Yes, I think he had a sexual thing about sexual young girls, okay? Because he married Leah. You remember Leah was, I think she was 13 or something, and Carter messing with her.
Really?
Yeah, young girl. She's dead now. She got hurt. She died in an air crash several years ago. But she was a phenomenal. She was getting ready to be a phenomenal star. Her career just started to bloom and process. She was getting higher, and she died in an airplane crash. I'm sorry to hear that. But yeah, he had a thing about young girls, and every chance he got, he tried to molest them. And that's why they said, don't leave nobody, don't leave your child around R. Kelly. He gonna be messed up when he get back. Let's go, right, everybody. Who we got?
Smooth sounds. If R. Kelly liked underage girls, this should have been his role's biggest secret.
Yeah, you know what, man? When you have a perversion, the size of his perversion, and you have money like he had, you can't hide that because it's gonna come out. The more money he got, the more stronger his sexual perversion became. His sexual addiction to young girls caused him to do bad things to those girls, and now he's paying the price for it. Rightfully so. Round train, BobbieD, One Nation. Who we got? Michael Coffey needs some coffee. BobbieD, hello. He thought all his fame and money would save him. Just pay these young girls off, but it came back to haunt him. It's like, yeah, you can't just. Some of the girls were very, very traumatized. Okay, they still have dreams and nightmares to this day because of the things he's done to them. And you think you're gonna pay somebody off for that? No. If I was one of those girls, he gonna say, I'm gonna give you 50,000. Can we drop this? I said, drop what? Nah, you ain't dropping nothing. All the pain you caused me, the suffering, I'm supposed to forget about it? No. That's right. Don't forget about it, man. Money can't buy your health back and buy your insanity back and emotional trauma back. That ain't gonna help you. You need to have closure. No closures. That means you need to deal with the person that did this to you and close the person, take him to court, whatever, and then you see, okay, he's behind bars. That's closure for you. He got what he deserved because what he did to me. That's what people need in life before they can move on. Money is not going to give you. How's money going to give me closure? Well, you done tortured me, whatever you did, sexually, whatever you did, and I'm supposed to take 100,000. I'm good now. That ain't nothing compared to what you did. You stole part of my life, man. They'll never get that part back. Brian Train, BobbieD, who we got? R. Kelly. R. Kelly allowed himself to be totally taken over by dark forces. He's reprobate in his idea. He has a very, very bad mentality. He has a sexual perversion. He's a deviant. It's called a sexual deviant. He does things that no one would think about doing. Okay, and he's not remorseful about it. That's the part I don't understand. He's not remorseful at all. In fact, he never admitted that he did anything wrong. Did you hear me? He never admitted that he did anything wrong. You know what he said? They won't be around me. I didn't force them to do nothing. They asked me, could I do this stuff to them? And they did want me to do it. They asked me, it was all consensual. Oh man, I'm crazy. Y'all young kid gonna say, okay, you can do this to me. Come on, man. Don't play with me. Don't play with my intelligence, R. Kelly. That's why you behind bars right now. Because you crazy. Let's go around. Sorry, y'all. We got Terry Place said R. Kelly started thinking he was a white guy, Trump and Matt Gaetz going to get away with what they did. But Cosby and Kelly, yeah, I'm telling you, man, they know the drill. So lay in the bed, they made. Yeah, they have to lay in that bed. They made it. Yeah. Matt Gaetz think he gonna get away, but he ain't gonna get away. You know what? They be trying. I don't know. Matt Gaetz, Matt Gaetz is his family is multi-million. They got plenty of money. So they might wind up getting him off. He not gonna be staying in Congress though. That's for sure. Trump, Orange Man, I don't know what to say about him. He out of office and he still called a troll. I mean, why did he just sit down somewhere? You know, I didn't even talk about he gonna run. You know what? He got so many cases behind him. If he runs again, it'll be a miracle. You know, because he's going to get some time. He might not get no time for these cases on him, but he will get some convictions. Okay, and when you have conviction, you convicted felon, you can't run for no office, federal office. So I doubt if we'll see him back next in the next election, general election for president. We may see his son or daughter or somebody that he endorses, but I don't think we'll see him. And if we do see him again, I do not think he will be reelected. I guarantee, I ain't gonna say guarantee, but in my opinion, I don't think he will be reelected. Let's go around talking about EDC One Nation. We got Michael Coffin, needs some coffee. I said, Bobby, hello. This radio station here in LA called stop playing his old hit songs in rotation. They don't play his music anymore. Okay. And that's because they are angry with him about what he did, how they feel that someone that did the things you did, we have no right to play that kind of music. You know, to a certain degree, I think they're right, and then to a certain degree, I don't think it's right. Because when you think about what they did to Bill Cosby, they did the same thing to him. They took all his programs off the air. I don't think that was right. I actually don't think that was right. His programming had nothing to do with the action that he committed. You know, R. Kelly, music don't have nothing to do with what he committed. You know, why ban his music for something that he did and the music didn't do it? He did. R. Kelly did it. Ban R. Kelly, but why you gonna ban the music? Ban Bill Cosby, but don't ban the show. You know, I don't understand that. That's like, you remember OJ did some time, whatever, and they say he killed his wife, didn't kill her, and they wanted to take his Heisman Trophy back. Remember that? They want to take him out of the Hall of Fame. They want to take want to pull him out of the Football Hall of Fame. They want to take his Heisman Trophy. I said, no, that's wrong. You cannot hold him accountable for something he did in the past, and then something he did years later, and then take something in the past that was already accomplished. You cannot do that. That's wrong. Yep. He won that award, Heisman Trophy, legally, and worked for the actions he did on the gridiron football field. And they're gonna come back years ago and say, well, you was in trial, you stole this and you stole that, I'm gonna take your Heisman away. That's not right. I don't agree with that. I think it's wrong to ban his music. I think his music should be played. I think OJ's trophies and stuff that shouldn't have been taken away. You know, that's wrong. That's my opinion. Ryan, tell everybody who we got. Michael Coffin. He said, hello, it's a shame you wasted all this talent chasing young girls, teenagers, 15 to 17 years old, and it's a very sad situation. Yeah, it's a sad situation for R. Kelly, but it's not sad for me. I'm glad for me. I'm glad for me. I'll put it like this. I don't wish no harm on nobody. Man. I don't want to see nobody get bad. I really don't. But I want to see people get a just crime for what they did. I want to see people get justly taken care of. He was convicted legally, and there is some truth based on the evidence that he did some things to these children or the girls, whatever. And so he was convicted by a jury of his peers. Okay. And they successfully showed in the court that he did. He not on one count, all counts, every last one of them. Now somebody said, well, they're gonna come back and turn them out. They're gonna reverse some of the charges and all that. And possibly, if they go to a higher level and appeal it, they might get some of it kicked out. But right, like I said, even if they get some of that kicked out, there's more trials are coming right behind him. So he's gonna get some time. You know, you can't just go around doing what you want to anybody. You cannot. Ask Jeffrey Epstein. He's resting in peace somewhere, I hope. But yeah, he remember the millionaire, multi-billionaire that went around the world getting little girls coming in on planes and stuff, and then he wound up committing, took his own life himself. Things catch up with you some kind of way. Let's go around and say who we got. Smooth, Sam. He said, Matt Gates will get his. Get his as well. If a man wanted sex underage girl, that's his business. But when you force it, becomes rape. And to me, people who rape should be get the views. Okay. Hey, anytime you have sex with an underage person, that's called statutory rape. Okay, whether they want to do it or not, that is statutory rape in the United States of a doggone America. Now, let's talk about this. I brought a broadcast to you several months ago now, maybe a year ago, about the statutory rape, statutory age of consent here in the Philippines. That is 12 years old. You remember that? Remember that? And so they were saying that if you're 12 years old, you say, I'm great, you can do that to me, sir. You can do that. I'm 12. It's okay. No, that's wrong. That's wrong. Well, that's on the books right now. So that's happening. They say it's okay. It's okay. But they say it's not. It's not. Anything under 12, that's true. So they're trying to bring the age up to 16 years now. And that's in the legislation right now. I hope it passes and I hope it goes through okay. So if you're underage and if in the United States, whether they agree to it or not, if they're underage, it is called statutory rape. Okay. You say, well, she asked me to do this. She forced herself on me, hon. I didn't do this. She put herself on. No. You knew she was underage, right, sir? He said, ignorance is no excuse for the law, and you have to go by the law. Let's go right there. Who we got? I smell. He said, I call them thug lovers. That's it, man. Thug life. That's all. Thug lovers. Women that want bad men, they want thug lovers. I guess you would call it a fantasy, right, in the mind that women embrace about the sexuality of a man. That's a bad boy. That's a bad man. They have a swagger. They represent rebelliousness, rebellious nature, and they represent disliking authority, people in authority figures, and somehow that's attractive to many women. Okay? They like the fact that he's rebellious. They're goody two shoes women, but they just in their mind, the fantasy in their mind that many women try to fulfill. Oh, how would he treat me in the bedroom? And he might, see him, all in their mind. And then a lot of women act it out. Yeah, they act it out. They find the baddest, meanest, toughest, roughest, a bad man they can. They say, you want some big boy? Let's go right there, buddy. Who we got? Jerry, come in. He said, a lot of men never grow up, and they tend to hang around young people and end up overlooking their own age and where their problem starts. Yeah, there's a lot of immature males right now in this world, man. We get sometimes our own family stunts our growth. A lot of times, and this happens a lot in single parent or family with a woman who raises a child or boy, and they put a lot of female traits in it. They don't put a lot of male stuff in them, and they wind up abusing women because of it. They don't have no respect for them. They don't have respect for the mom. Because they don't. There's not a parent and father in the house to balance that leadership role, and so he can see an ideal family. So when you see the leader, you only see the leader in this life, in his life rather, in his house, which is his parent, his wife, his mother, and he resents her because, you're just a woman. You're not. And he treats all women like that, man, and sad. Now, let me say this as well to balance that. There are a lot of single parent household women that do an excellent job, and I'll give you a perfect example. My sister Gwen, she's been a single parent. Her husband died when she was, I guess in the 20s maybe, yeah. And she had to raise two boys by herself. Okay, single mom. I did. She always comes to me, help talk to the boy. I did that, but she had to raise little boy, and they came out very, very well. One of them, as you know, I told you this before. He is the police department chief in Atlanta. Head of police department in Atlanta. And then their other son, his name is Rodney. The other son, Travis. Travis is an IT executive, okay, and manager, and he's doing a great job. I mean, both of them came out well. Now I tell you, Rodney, the police chief in Atlanta, we never had no trouble with Rodney. He was always above board, doing good stuff, You know, always. He had no trouble with writing. Travis, another story. Travis. Ooh, boy, I can tell you stuff being Travis like that because I always had to talk to Travis. But Travis turned it around, and he's doing well, man. He's doing really well. So that's an example that some single family mothers and households have trouble, and there's some that don't have trouble do well. Okay, let's go around train Bobby. Who we got? Michael Coffee. He said, Bobby, hello. R. Kelly used to have VIP studio parties with young teenage girls, 15 to 17. That was many of the secrets behind closed doors. The young lady told and reported about, stuff like that happened, man. And people always find a way to fulfill their lusts and desires, I'm not trying to judge him because if truth be told, everybody, all of us right on this broadcast right now, we all got lusts and desires. Everybody, every last one of you got it. I got it too. But the difference between us and R. Kelly is what? We control those lusts. We don't let those lusts and desires control us. And that's what happened to him. He had all kind of money, all kind of things he could do with the money. And he allowed his worst desires and his worst lust to control him. And it got him in trouble. He couldn't control his demons. Somebody said it earlier. He could not control his demons. He allowed his demons to control him. So, I'm telling you this. Anybody out there, if you're dealing with some demons, whether it's sex, whether it's alcohol, substance abuse, whatever, man, you need to get help, man. Okay? You need to get help. Turn it around. Don't sit out there with, I can beat this stuff, man. You ain't gonna take me down. And next thing you know, we see you on the news. Don't do that to yourself. Get you some help. Let's go Ryan Train Bobby. Who we got? Murphy, hey. He said, so Joshua, R. Kelly is depraved and nasty. That is filthy. To urinate on someone, to allow someone to, that's disgusting. And I remember seeing that when it happened. And I said, wow, what kind of person would do something like that to a young kid? Can you imagine the scars, the trauma that kid had? That stuff like that don't leave you like that. It can happen like that to you, right? But it don't leave you like that. And stuff like that leave you because it leaves a trauma on you. And to get that trauma off takes a lot of help. You need people to talk to you and deal with you and cope with getting that out your mind. You know what I'm saying? So we can do stuff like that, but it affects the person that you do it to for a lifetime. That's why getting him in jail is the beginning for these people to start bringing some closure to their lives. Let's go around train Bobby DC One Nation. We got Michael Coffin, Lisa. He said, Bobby, hello. At least R. Kelly should have made sure these young girls were 18 years of age, legal adults. But he wanted these young teenage girls, 52. Yeah, he was addicted to younger girls. He didn't want the adult girls, 17, 18. He wanted that. He wanted the 12, 13, 10. He wanted the young girls. He had a sexual addiction and he's a sexual predator for young females. And then he already did some boys too. Yeah, crazy stuff, man. Ryan Train Bobby, who we got? Remember, hey, he said these guys are so rich and dumb, they actually think that they can get away with it. Yeah, they think they can get away with anything. Power, hungry, and power goes to their head, and they begin to think that they're above the law. They make their own rules, that they can do what they want to do because they got power, they got fame, they got notoriety, they got money. Michael Jackson, you know what he did, right? He hired his own medical doctor to go everywhere he went, and the doctor gave him medication to go to sleep, and then took a steel, shot him in his arm, we're gonna pop him up, And then one time he gave it too much, and he didn't wake up, And so that's what happens when you have all the money that you need, and then some. And for the last 10 lifetimes, you can do crazy stuff. But people pay for what they do. Everything we do, even you and I, all of us, right? We doing stuff right now. Sometimes we do stuff we don't think about seeing it. It's gonna come to pass. It's gonna come to the light. That's what the Bible says. Whatever we do in the dark, gonna show up in the light. Let's go right. Who we got? Monroe Smith in the house. Monroe, what's up? Monroe. Brown Farmer in the house today. Brown Bullet in the house. What's up, Brown Bullet? He said, hello, Bobby. Greensport, North Carolina. What's up, man? What's up? Hey, he's from Greensport, North Carolina, and I'm from I'm from Charleston, South Carolina. Yeah, man, we Carolina boys. What's up, man? So good to see you in the house today. You around the first day?
Yeah.
Let's go.
So
Why you so late, Monroe? You been sleeping on us, man. Don't sleep on us, Monroe. Don't you do it like that. You know we supposed to be here on time. What's wrong with you? Just playing with me. Let's go. Ryan J. Bobby, see what who we got?
Jerry Fleming, a great many alpha males can be different. Some tend to be quiet and withdrawn, but when you get their time wrong, you have to deal with the quickest hands in town.
Yeah, alpha males are strong and they're very strong to react. Okay, when you do something that's against their nature, whatever they don't like, you're gonna know it, and you're gonna know it quick. You know, I'm an alpha male, and you mess with me, man, we're gonna have some trouble. Go say, what you say, man? I'm gonna give you a chance to repent. I'm gonna give you a chance to back it up. What you say, man? And you said the same thing again. So let's roll, baby. I'm gonna ride straight by the DD one day. Who we got?
Monroe, congrats, smooth sounds for number one.
Smooth sound. We're playing today, man. He shook off the failure. That's what I'm saying. Look at me. Whenever you don't succeed in life, it's okay. Don't beat yourself up. I mean, I beat myself up a little bit, but not overdo it. And then you focus on what you want to do, where you want to go. Refocus, get up, wipe the dirt off, wipe the dust off, and get back on track, get back on that wheel. Let's go ride train by the Easy One Nation.
Martha Hayes, what's up? What up? What up? What up, Sir Monroe?
Monroe in the house. What's up?
Jerry Fleming, all right, Sir Monroe. Peace, you.
What's up, Monroe? Y'all right, man? So good to see you, Monroe. We've been missing you, man. So Monroe, Monroe must be. You talk to the lady. That's in there, right, Monroe? I know you talking to your Manila lady. I know you don't. I mean, don't put us down for the lady, man. We trying to help you get that lady. Let's go. Who we got?
Michael Coffee, we need some coffee. BobbieD, hello. Back in the early 2000s, R. Kelly would have these big parties at a club on the Sunset Boulevard here in Cali. I wonder how teenager girls he had there.
Yeah, ain't no telling, man. He had a whole entourage of people constantly bringing him women, girls. You know, they would attract them. Because if you want to meet R. Kelly, he wants to see you. He'd be like 13, 14, 16 year old. You know how they can get all crazy. Like, oh, R. Kelly, sure. And they don't know what they're getting into. That's how he's sucking them in. Let's go right there. Who we got?
Monroe, hello, Mr. Martha Hayes. What's up? Monroe, hello, Mr. Terry Fleming. What's up, sir? Monroe, congrats, Mr. Martha Hayes for number 2. Just
Right train by the DC One Nation on that. Who we got?
Michael Coffee, we need some coffee, BobbieD. Hello, God bless be with all the love train guys, man, writing today.
Thanks so much, Nurse Mike. Right train by the DC One Nation.
Martha Hayes, FedEx lost one of my packages 3 months. It went to two countries before it went to the correct place.
Man, I would. FedEx is something. They try to they talk about. I need a. They said sent me some kind of email.
Invoice.
I need an invoice. I said, look, man, I didn't buy it. I said, it's a gift. He said, I said, you need to contact the person and send it to see if they have that. I can't give you an invoice I don't have. So it's crazy stuff, man. I never use FedEx. I always use DHL. They better than FedEx any day, man. But yeah, man, I said, I email you. They're trying to tell me stuff I don't have. Ask me the stuff I don't have. Let's go. Ryan Train, who we got?
Just show up more. I believe I can fly. He jailbird, he can't fly, right? In that case,
Yeah,
that's my grandfather.
Let's see if you can fly. RK, let's see, can you fly out that jail cell tonight? You believe you can fly? Let's see how high you can fly tonight when you be sleeping and then you wake up. Let's see, can you fly to them jail cells? Let's go, Ryan Train, who we got? Burberry Hayes and FedEx is crazy. They want to send a package internationally without an invoice. Oh yeah, that's what it is. She said I need an invoice. I said I don't have an invoice, man. How can I give you something I don't have? She emailed me, and then I asked to speak to the supervisor, and they wouldn't even. They hung up on me. They hung up on. So I said I'm done with this. I don't move with FedEx no more. Ryan Trey by the DC One Nation.
Martha Hayes, I will no longer use FedEx.
So I used FedEx years ago, but I used you when I was in USA. I would use UPS. But since I moved out here, I found that DHL is the way that's the best one to use out here. because they're quicker. They cost you get your car more. I can tell you that, but they're more reliable. Brian J. Bobby, who we? Here we go. Double 07, what's up, James? How you doing, brother? Hey, you know what? They got another James Bond show coming up, man. I don't know what the name of it. I saw somebody get advertised a few days ago, but there's another Bond film coming up, and this is the 25th year, yeah, of the Bond series. And I got to see that show when it come up. Let go. He said, the good Lord don't like ugly. No, you got that. You know what, man? That's what my mom used to say. You know, Bobby? I said, yes, man. God don't like ugly, son. I said, what you mean, Mom? You heard me. She said, God don't like ugly to mean I was doing something bad. They said, the Holy Bible is clear about it. Nothing is covered up that will not be revealed. That's right. Whatever you have said in the dark shall be heard in the light. Luke 12:2. There you go, man. Got the scripture right there. Everything we do in the dark, going wide up, showing up in the light. Y'all, some of us think we're being escaping. But we do one of these. Everybody looking. And we do our dirt. Think we got away with it. But guess what? You ain't got away with nothing. Because God sees everything. God is omnipresent. You know what that means? He's everywhere. He's there. He's here. He's there. He's everywhere. He don't see. He don't miss nothing. You know what I mean? Let's go. Ryan Train Bobby, who we got? Terry Fleming. He said, what I can understand is R. Kelly just got away by the skin of his teeth. And he goes back on and do this. Yeah, man. He barely got out that last trial when they showed him with the little girl on the film, you know? He barely got out of that. And he went back and did the same thing. What is wrong with this man? Got an issue. You know, if I had a trial and I barely got off, I would have turned, and I knew I was in that thing. I was like, thank you, Lord. I repent. I'll never do it again. He did nothing. He said, okay, they didn't get me this time. I'm gonna keep on doing. That's us. I don't want to say bad, but that's a dummy. Let's go right. Who we got? Derek Fleming. He said, do Queen Angel know his music, Bobby? If not, get some R. Kelly and play it for these days. She don't know the music, man. She don't know much of nothing of American music. She knows the Filipino stuff out here. Now she knows the oldies like the 70s and the 80s, 60s, 70s. They play, I don't know what it is, man. When you come here and you listen to the radio, that's all these people play out here. Old stuff, 60s and 70s, and they play that stuff all the time on most of the radio shows. But the stuff like R. Kelly and all this, well, yeah, I might have to get it on your song and we do some smooth stuff on, you know what I'm saying? Let's go. CFC, what's up, man? He say, bro, you have a radio voice. Did you radio back in the day? Love it, boy. Thank you so much, brother. I never had any radio training at all, man. You know, what I did, I used to work as a customer service individual, and they would make us, you know, train or test our voice and make sure we sound pleasant on the phone talking to people. I did that for a while. And so maybe that's from where it's from. I don't know, but I always was taught during customer service that you should have a good tone and you should know how to vary your tone when you're speaking to people. And I guess that's where it's coming up. But I try to make sure that when I'm talking to people, I don't use, and I can use a bunch of different voices too. I got skills. I can do what you say, I can say, hey man, what you say? So I just play with my voice. Ryan James, who we got? Murphy, hey, he said, R. Kelly can't admit wrong. Once your mind goes reprobate, that's it. You don't care anymore and can't be convinced if you're wrong. No. Once they go to the dark side, ain't no more coming back unless Jesus bring you back. Hey, I ain't hear him say Jesus' name one time. Oh, you know what? I tell you this. I did hear he has professed to be a Christian. A lot of his songs, later songs, he professed to be a Christian, but he's still doing all the nasty stuff. You know, it don't balance out. It don't. So I question, you know, is he really on the Christian side now? You know, I don't know. You know, but he is professed to be a Christian. So he just found a Lord. Ryan Train Bobby, who we got? Smooth sound. He said America might lowering the age of consent either to 14 or 16 when they did a survey on it. It was found that 80% of the time it was the girl who pursued the man at a very weak point. It was like, yeah, maybe, but it's still wrong. You can tell me if you're 16, 14 years old, and you pursue me, and I'm a grown 20 years plus man, you know, excuse me, and I let you do what you want to me, or I do what I want to you, and then it's supposed to be forgivable? No, that's against the law. There's no ignorance in the law. There's no excuse for ignorance of the law. The law is the law. That's what we have. The law is the law of the land. We live by that law, and we die by that law. You know, and that's why this. A lot of times the law is wrong too, and if we think it's wrong, then we need to change it. Okay, let's go right there. Who we got? Murray, he said, that just goes to show you, it's all about money with experience. MJ doctor has the new meds and administrator to MJ is not allowed to outside of hospital setting. Okay, yeah, man, it's about the money, man. You got the money, and who want to do what they want to with it. Money controls a lot of things in this life. You know, and people can say, well, people with money is just evil. Money is evil. Money is not evil in and of itself. It is not. And the Bible does not say that. What the Bible does say that is the money, the love, L-O-V-E. When you love money more than you love God, the money you love your wife, your sister, your brother, or your friend, then that's what evil money can cause you to do. The love of money can cause you to do evil things, such as cases are kept. Let's go around here. Who we got? Remember, he said, send me the email. Okay, I send it to you, man. We get through. I send it to you. I don't know what's wrong with these people, man. FedEx, like they just going crazy, man. I don't know what it is. But yeah, I send it to you. Right, who we got? Michael Coffee. He said, this is you, Bobby. Hi, another amazing show. God bless, keep faith. Enoch, Amping, Palom. Thanks so much, everybody. Right, Bobby Lacey, One Nation. That's it. Okay, guys. It's been real. It's been real. Yeah, but we got to go. These D's out there washing clothes again, so she I can call. Anyway, this has been real, guys. It's been a nice time. I always have fun, and I appreciate you guys showing up and meeting us together, and we'll try to do it again. Okay, be on the lookout, okay? Because you know I'm right behind you. That's it for now, guys. Let me get ready to get up out of here. This is BobbieD, and I'm sitting in for Lisa D. And I want to tell you guys, it's been real. But we got to go. I'll see you on the next one. Be ready, because you don't never know I'm coming. I'm trying to get here in the morning like I'm doing right now. I'm trying to make this standard time, keep it. But sometimes I got to switch to the night shift. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see. Hopefully, I'll see you on the next one. Take care. This is BobbieD. Take care. God bless. Peace.